That's the first question is, what is this thing? And then it's followed by how'd it die, how'd you get it, how'd it get cleaned. Some of these animals have a story of their life and sometimes their death in the bones. My name is Lee Post, skeleton articulator, museum preparator, osteology fanatic. Comes down to, okay, I'm just a nature nerd. Homer was kind of a place that you could reinvent yourself real easily. I came here as a bike mechanic, but the museum, that was my fantasy life as a kid. I always wanted to work in a museum. There's lots of dead things, there's lots of natural history things. Bones were my passion, and they had a whale. And they said their plans were to put it together for the museum. It's like, oh, can I help? And they're like, yeah. So I figured I'll just order a book on how to put sperm whales together, right? Well, not only was there no book on that, there was no books on how to put any kind of whale together that I could find. So that led to, I've seen big whales in museums. I'm going to call these places and find out how they did it. Surely they have something in print. Turned out they had nothing in print. Can I talk to the people that did it? And they're like, oh, these were done 100 years ago or more. Like, people didn't leave any directions on how they did it. And so we reinvented how to put whales together. Homer was a great town to do this in because I got all these boat builders and carpenters and artists, and that was so much fun. We went to a sea lion, I went to Eagle, and every year I would do a skeleton or two. I was keeping track in the notebook of everything that I did that worked or didn't work over the years, and that kind of led to a series of 10 volumes of bone building books. And now they're kind of the go-to books that pretty much anybody uses if they're pretty serious about doing this. First major obstacle, difficulty to get past is you need the bones clean enough. Okay, yeah, you can simmer this, you can boil it, you can macerate it. There's all kinds of ways of getting the meat off of it, but getting the oils out, especially marine mammal bones, they're heavily saturated with oils. There's also an issue of getting all the bones, like this coyote that we're working on. I'm not sure quite the circumstances of its death, but the head was in about 40 pieces, so I know it wasn't too conducive to life with what happened with what was left over of the head. Next obstacle is laying it all out, put the vertebrae all in order, match up all the ribs, right, left, put them in pairs, sort out the legs, front from back, left from right. From there, I usually start with the feet. Most mammals, the feet have more than half the bones in the entire body because it's so many little tiny bones. And then usually from there, then we'll go to the backbone, and then, it becomes like the song, all the bones that fasten to the other bones. If we can pull it off right, it's that skeleton doing what it does in the natural world and looking like it's not a pile of bones, it is an animal in movement.
It looks so good.
It does.
It used to be that the image was that only people in call it the ivory basements of the museum, ever got to put together bones. And the reality in this day and age is they don't even get to put bones together. They hire this out to somebody like me. I had an opportunity to work with Homer High and the Pratt Museum on a collaborative project where they put together a 41-foot sperm whale and hung it up in the school. That was kind of the awakening of, okay, I can put skeletons together myself, but the magic and the vicarious thrills of watching other people who never dreamed that they could be putting these marine mammal skeletons together on their own was, to me, as thrilling, if not more thrilling, than doing it myself. So I get a lot of questions. I'm interested in working on bones, and I really want to put bones together for a living. How do I do this? Just do it. It's that cliche saying of follow your passion, and eventually, you can get there. It's follow your dream. It's possible to find something dead, farm animal maybe, a hunted animal, roadkill, clean it up, go for it.